I was in the market for a pressure washer for home use, not professional use. And this one was 89 bucks at Walmart. I believe it's like 100 something regular. And excuse the noise, but my neighbor is cutting his yard right now. This is real reviews. It says here 2050 PSI max. Most likely that's just at the nozzle or the initial burst, but it's probably not that strong. But let's see what we get in here. So first off, get a couple of plastic pieces and we'll assemble this together. Get your spray wand here or your nozzle. The actual machine itself is right here. Comes with a nice plug here, and this is a good GFI plug. So if there's something wrong, it'll pop it here instead of popping it at your breaker or affecting your outlet, which is always good to have, especially when you're working with electric and water. This looks to be the handle, the end of your gun, your spray gun here, the nozzle, the hose that comes for connecting your nozzle to the machine itself. And finally, some assorted spray tips. These are 0, 15, and 40. What they mean by that is degrees, and that's the spraying angle. So we'll go ahead and start assembling this. We'll take out the machine first. Very nice and compact. I like that. You know, for home use, this seems to be a pretty good size. Kind of keep it in your garage, storage area. No problem. So in order to connect this handle, it's actually going to slide into these holes here, and you're going to have to use a screwdriver to come in from the rear. They do supply the screws for you. These are just 2 of them. They're going to be just standard Phillips head. And so that you guys can see, it's pretty much just going to go over that circle in the front, and these 2 slide in here. You don't want to go crazy tight with this, so that's pretty good. Just check the other side a little bit. The next piece that's going to go on is this piece here, and that's going to go like this. And we'll just line up those screw holes again, turn it around. So there's going to be one here and one on top, and then on the same exact on the other side right here. And as always, I like to do cross threading first, so I always start with one corner, then get the next corner and apply even pressure. Next is going to be here on the side, and it's going to be this piece. That's going to be for your nozzle. It's got 2 notches here on the side, and they match up with the 2 on this part here. And that just goes clipped in, doesn't go screwed in or anything like that. Next is going to be this piece. It's your little catch for the nozzle tip here. And again, there's a notch. You can only put it on one way. You'll feel it clip in. No screw needed for that one as well. The final piece is going to be this one. This is going to go right here on the opposite side of the front. So if you're looking at it, it's going to be on the right side. Again, it only matches up one way. You'll hear that clip, and what that's for is for your cable, so you can wrap that around once you're done. Your tips are conveniently placed right here on the rear, and it doesn't really matter how you want to put them in. It's just however you feel, however you see fit. And it just takes a little bit of pressure. I'm going to go 0, 15, and 40. And it's a nice snug fit, so yeah, I don't feel like these are going to fall out and you're going to lose the tips, but you know, there's that. And then this one, this particular model comes with this spray cannon. You can connect this in line with the whole system, and you can put whatever detergent you're going to use, and that'll foam it out. Haven't used this before, so this will be a new experience for me. Next is going to be your nozzle tip. And again, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but there is a vertical little notch in here that matches up with this, so it can only go in one way. What you're going to want to do is you're going to put it in there, put as much force as you can, and then turn it until it stops. It doesn't release anymore. If you ever need to release it for any reason, you just turn it the opposite way and pull back out. Your hose has 2 connections. There's a smaller one here, and then there's this one. This one's going to be the one that connects to your machine. This one's going to connect to the bottom part of your gun, which is located right here. So just line that up and then hand tighten it. If you have a wrench, you probably want to go just a little bit tighter with it, just to make sure that that gasket is nice and sealed. It's okay for it to leak, but if you put a little bit more pressure on there, it should help a lot more. It has this warning that your hose must be connected and the water must be turned on before you start to use it. That came from this one. So what we're going to do here is we're going to connect our hose right here, and then just turn it until it stops basically. And that'll be it for that one. And then this one is going to be for your water hose. So it came with this, and it looks like it's an extra filter just to catch grime, grass, whatever might be coming out of your water system. It's not bad to have, so just go ahead and connect that down here. And then this is a quick like screw-in connector, so if you put a hose here, you can use this to tighten it, which is nice. Now, just off the bat, the one thing that I am noticing, I feel like the electric cable I think is long enough. I feel like this one is pretty short, so you might have to readjust the machine a lot to kind of best fit wherever you're shooting. But that's it. It's pretty much that simple to set up. All you have to do is just plug it in and connect it to a water hose. All right, so it is pretty silent until you get it going. All right, so we'll go ahead and put one of our spray nozzles on, and let's go with the 15 and see how that does. So to put it on, you're just going to push this down, insert your nozzle, kind of spin it around, and you'll hear it click into place, and it should look like that. We're going to do this test area here, and we're going to see how it does. So it's not a crazy difference, but you can definitely see where it has and hasn't marked. So for instance, this is a marked area, and then right here, it's not. You can see it is washing away. So as you can see here, it definitely is a lot dirtier. So much so that I can write my name. So does it work? I would say absolutely, yeah. So this is the 15 nozzle. That comes with a 0 degree and a 40 degree nozzle. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start doing this this walkway and our driveway. Could you use a more powerful washer? Probably, yeah. Is this gonna be enough for the average homeowner? I would say also yes. You know, it is maybe a labor-intensive job to do this by yourself with this setup. I would say it's gonna take a few hours to do this whole driveway, but you have to think, how many times are you really gonna do this? Probably once or twice a year at the most. This has not been done in years. I would say minimum of probably 5 or 7 years. So it does make a big difference, a huge difference. I also plan to use this to wash cars, like I said, the driveway. So for me,